So we're gonna,
Don't be a loser.
for the love of God.
I'm Stephanie,
I'm Helen.
and welcome to this week's podcast. I'm gonna start out with our little normal. Of course, now I hit a crazy button. Make sure to hit the follow button and comment on what you like and don't like. And I do have to say this week we've had a few comments that people didn't agree with us, but they were respectful, and I really appreciated that. One, I said, you know what, I really respect that you disagree, and you said that very nicely.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
Everyone's allowed to
disagreeing.
disagree.
Yeah, who said
Everyone's
everyone
allowed to
has to agree
agree.
on everything? No,
Right. But I appreciated that they gave their opinions and didn't call us names or whatnot.
I don't care if they call us names.
I mean, I guess I don't care any either, but I think the point is made stronger when someone disagrees. You take more of a look at it when they're being a real person who just disagrees instead of, dropping it down to the playground where they're calling names.
Yeah, well, and that's the standard response when you're just typing in from your keyboard. You know,
Keyboard warriors.
yeah. So, but yeah, no, that is nice.
Yes.
Good or bad, we'll take them. It's
Yep.
fine. It's
Yep.
always good to hear what other people think.
Mm-hmm. So, ah, I think I'll start with this one, little lighthearted beginning,
Okay.
little maybe it's even a little bit of a blonde joke on me. We were talking about how a couple years ago, my driver's license, you know how sometimes from being in your pocket or anything, it gets bent. So I
Yeah.
was like, well, I'm hearing all about this rigmarole that it's going to be such a to-do to get my driver's license. It's probably going to take me 3 or 4 attempts to get it. So I need the new, oh, I almost said caller ID, the new real
Real,
ID.
the real ID. Yeah.
Yeah. So I go in and I don't know, it was about a year and a half before it expired. And they said, well, you can't get it this early. It's still good. And I said, oh, and I said, well, I figured I'd start the process so I could get the real ID. And they said, you have the real ID. I said, I have the real ID. What is everyone talking about? It's so difficult. I didn't even remember getting it and having a problem or anything because perhaps because I'm an adult. I don't know. I just thought this is what everyone's talking about. That's so, in my opinion, and my now experience, made up.
Oh, it's always been made up. Yeah. That's part of the narrative to make you think that things are difficult to get so that you can so then they make exceptions why you don't have to do it or certain groups we can't do it because certain groups won't be able to get it or they won't know how to do it because like Stephanie she had no clue. She thought she'd have to go back 3 4 times to get this ID when in fact she already had it, didn't realize it, and it wasn't even a big deal. So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how people think and what people are willing to believe. But yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Now, just to clarify, they understood you meant you wanted the real ID, not that you need a real ID. Like they're not saying, "Oh no, this is a real driver's license."
Yes, yes. Just in case anyone wasn't clear on that, it was so uh, typical, middle of the road, run of the mill, whatever the saying is, that I was didn't even realize that I had stood out, and I had moved in there too. Still was able to get a
Yeah,
driver's license with the real ID and vote and be um, an adult.
that's pretty funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, so they didn't replace your bent
They did a year and a
license.
half ago, and then I went and got it because then it was going to be expiring in like 4 months or whatever. So then
Oh,
they did. Yeah,
oh, okay. All right. So
yeah. Because they said it's too soon, and I was like, I mean, it wasn't bent or it was bent in half, but I'm like, it could break. It's not really. And they're
yeah.
like, no, it's too soon. It's fine. I'm like, okay.
All right.
Now I know it'll be easy when I go back.
Exactly. You probably when
Hmm.
you go back, you'll probably just be able to do it through the mail.
Well, I think I don't know. How do they do the picture? Maybe you have to take the picture
You
yourself
don't
or
always get a
whatever.
new picture. I moved here in 2010. They're still using my license picture from that time.
Okay. Yeah, I just figured because sometimes Tom's he's changed and he's had facial hair, no facial hair. His last
Yeah, I've gotten rid of all
ID.
my facial hair.
Yes, that's good. That's good. But he had a goatee and dark hair. Now
Yeah,
he's a silver fox with clean shaven. So
Yeah, James just renewed his this year, and he did have to finally go in. So I'll probably have to go in
Hmm.
this year as well when it's time to renew. But that was the first time since 2010 that we've had to go in to get a new picture.
Wow. Yeah.
So
Which is also no big deal.
yeah, yeah, no big deal. I'm not worried about it. I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to it.
So there was a homemade explosive device, an IED. It was placed outside MacDill Air Force Base Visitor Center
Hmm.
around March 10th. It did not explode,
Thank God.
but officials said it could have been deadly if it had, and it wasn't discovered until March 16th, nearly a week later.
Yeah, how does that happen?
I mean, yes. Two siblings were involved, a brother and sister. And what stands out too is that MacDill is not just any base, it hosts U.S. Central Command and U.S. Special Operations. So it's a high value military target, even if this specific incident didn't result in damage. And they were charged in connection with the explosive device at MacDill. One planted it, and the other allegedly helped cover it up.
Yeah, so they did catch them.
Hmm.
And did they give a reason why they did it?
Not that I've heard. If they've said it somewhere, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything of why, other than, they're brainwashed to hate this country and thought that they were good. In their minds, they probably thought they were doing something good, which is
Perhaps,
crazy,
perhaps.
which is absolutely crazy.
But if you're in your mind, I believe I've said this or a variation of this before in our podcast and elsewhere.
And
But if your idea of doing something good is involves hurting or killing people or blowing them up, it's not good.
no,
Nope,
are you
nope.
sure?
I'm sure. I'm
Okay.
super, super sure.
I'm sure
So,
that we'll have people to disagree with you on that.
and you know what? That's okay. They can. They definitely can. Oh my goodness.
Oh, it's so funny.
This is a story I
Oh,
heard
do
on a
we know? Oh,
podcast
real
and
quick,
looked it
sorry,
up
let's go back. Do we
too.
know the nationality? Were they Americans?
Their names are their last name is Zheng, so
Oh,
some sort of
so Chinese probably. But
perhaps.
but I don't know if that means that they were born here, they're not
Mm-mm,
born here. All right, we'll have to get more info on that then.
I imagine as more facts come out, it'll either A, we'll find out, or B, they'll just brush it under the cover for something
Well,
frivolous
that's
that
what they're
everyone's going to
probably
worry
gonna
about.
do. Yeah, they'll probably do the latter. Uh, but yeah, no, no. So please, whoever you are, I don't care, nationality, religion, race, culture, don't blow anything up in the US. If you want to blow something up, blow yourself up.
I mean, really don't
And
even
and
do
don't
that.
and don't hurt anybody else while you're doing it.
Yeah, don't hurt anyone else first of all, but I mean, really don't even hurt yourself. And if you feel like you have to hurt yourself to make your point or your political view, check into a hospital.
Yeah, go do whatever you want. Leave us alone.
True story.
Hmm.
This I thought was interesting as well. And this was the one heard about on the podcast and did a little more diving into. But it was a real incident in Cambridge, Maryland, involving ICE arresting several roofing workers. And the video of the
This is
arrest
crazy.
went viral, leading to claims that the homeowner called ICE on workers she hired, perhaps maybe not to pay her bill. I'm not sure. And the official stance is ICE says it was their own operation, not a homeowner tip. But I do have to say this because we go back and forth, and I think about this a lot too. And I think we've said things along it on the podcast as well. But someone coming in and doing some honest work, whether it's roofing or it's, farm work or whatever type of work, is not the same as someone coming in who is a criminal released from prison with a terrible background of hurting people. They are not the same people. That's not who ICE is after. I mean,
They
ICE
they
is
they will
is
get to them.
they will get to them, but the main thing is, I mean, it is a crime to come into a country
I'm like,
illegally.
wait, we have to back that up because it's a
Yep,
crime. I don't agree with any of them coming here illegally. I don't care what they're doing. But
correct. But
ICE,
it is not the same. It is not the same when you're a
illegal
murderer,
is illegal.
rapist.
You
Yeah,
broke the
it
law,
is
you broke the
illegal.
law. There's no circumstance to that other than you broke the law. However, ICE is focused on the child molesters, the rapists, the murderers, the gang members, the people that are assaulting. They're going after them first. Let's clean
Hmm.
them up And then they'll worry about the other people who are here illegally and trying to just stay, out under the radar, keep their nose clean type of a thing. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So I don't know what all these protesters are doing that. That's the roofing thing. I know I've read about that too. I was kind of cracking up. I was like, what? Is this
Yeah,
real?
it's like, are you trying to get out of paying your bill, or
Is
you're
that
you're
what she was
fine with
trying to do? Like, I did
right,
not.
you're fine with someone working on your house, but then now I don't know. It just seemed
Yeah, that was kind of crazy. But
yeah,
yeah, no, get all get all the rid of the. They're all illegal. They all broke the law. So none of them are innocent. So I don't take that stance on it. So none of them
right,
are innocent. They're all guilty. But some of them are worse. You go after the worst ones the most. The first, get rid of all of those, and then you can deal with the other people, like I said before. But none of them are innocent. They've all broken the law coming into this country illegally. I'm not going to make
right.
excuses for any of them.
Yeah. And I hear that. It is against the law. In any other country, it would be against the law. But I still do think it's different. Someone coming here to, try to get a better life and didn't do it the right way versus someone who's released from prison from raping
No,
and killing. And
no, there isn't. Because there are
yeah.
people all over the world who want to come here and they can't just come in. They have to do it the
Mhm.
right way. So why am
Mhm.
I going to make excuses or look the other way just because, oh, they're trying to make a better life? Yeah, so did my parents. They came here the legal way. They came here
Mhm.
from Turkey legally. They didn't say, I'm trying to make a better life, so I'm going to sneak into America and just kind of do my thing. No, I don't care. There's no
Yeah.
excuse. I don't know. I
Yep.
do not excuse it at all. All I'm saying is get rid of the real jerks, all the real bad people, and then go after the others and get them out too, and then have them come in the right way.
Mhm.
No, there's no leniency on that.
Yeah.
No, no.
And again, I'm not saying leniency. I'm saying it's not, the crime is not the same to
The
me.
crime is the same.
Yeah.
They all committed the same crime coming into this country. Now,
Hmm.
when they came into the country, did they commit additional crimes? Yes, some of them did, and some of them didn't. However, it doesn't matter. They're
Hmm.
still breaking the law.
Hmm.
No,
Agreed.
yeah. So no, I don't. Do I think a murderer should be taken out of this country first? Yes, absolutely.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
no one should be here illegally.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't care what country they're from.
Yep. Even if it's Turkey or Hungary,
I don't care.
that's where we're, that's where our ancestors are from.
Yeah.
And Ireland.
Yeah, I'm Assyrian. I'm not Turkish. I'm Assyrian.
Mm. Okay.
My family immigrated from Turkey
Yes.
because we do not have a country. Yeah. But again, we came legally,
Hmm.
and that's the difference.
Hmm. Yep. That is different for sure.
Yeah.
I would agree.
That's like Whoopi Goldberg saying that Roman Polanski, what he did to that 13-year-old girl, wasn't rape. She's like, wasn't rape. Yeah, he was like, in his 20s or 30s, having sex with a 13-year-old girl, but that wasn't rape. That wasn't rape. Yeah, thanks, Whoopi Goldberg, for making sure that your friend was protected by not being called a rapist because it was your friend. It wasn't rape. Yeah, so it's normal for older, like, men that are adults to have sexual relations with 13-year-old girls because that's your friend doing it. Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
rape. I still remember her doing that. Disgusting.
Yeah. I think she'd probably sing a different tune if it was her daughter.
I don't know. She's a little wackadoo.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of wackadoo, there was a video, and I think you sent this to me,
Mm.
about a Taliban judge. And he says, a few beatings won't kill you.
Yes.
And there's the claim about the Taliban law allowing abuse if there are no broken bones or open wounds.
Correct. Yeah.
So,
It's a beautiful Islam is a beautiful religion. It's a religion of peace. Didn't you know that?
I mean, as long as there's no broken bones or
Yeah.
open
Yeah. It's
wounds,
okay. What's the big deal?
that
It's
that is
disgusting. They're animals.
horrible.
They have an animal mentality, and they they don't need to ever come to this country because look what they do when they come here. They don't know how to live as free Americans. They don't let their women live as free Americans. So stay where you are. Don't come here. And hopefully the women in that country and all those countries get freedoms and they get rid of all of these disgusting, loser, pathetic, mentally ill men who
Right.
view them as nothing more than property. They're not even people. They have what their thoughts and their sayings are worth half of what a man's is.
If they're in a
So
court of law, it's
that's their it's in their laws. Yeah,
mhm.
it's in the Quran, that what they say what women say is worth half of what a man says. So in a court of law, what a woman says has really no value. It's whatever the guy says, and they're going to side with the guy. And women are just going to continue over there getting killed, beaten, raped, murdered, whatever they want to do to them.
Right.
Because who's going to stop them? Nobody. Nobody. Because all the feminists are too busy, like I said before, protecting men pretending to be women so they can use women's restrooms for some reason. And, so they want to protect the mentally ill men instead of protecting
Right.
real women around the world. There was something I saw something that said, why, a guy is like, oh, why do we need feminists? And women are like, because of this and this. It's like, no, we don't, because you don't actually do anything to protect women. You don't protect them at all. You only protect the agenda you were told to protect or to fight for. And it's not for all the women. It's not for anything that really should be for women. You are brainwashed and you're just being used. And so, no, thank you. No to
No.
feminism.
Right. Right. I looked up because I knew there was the No Kings protest yesterday. I didn't really hear too much about it.
I didn't.
It was massive nationwide, over 3,000 to over 3,000 events across all 50 states. Millions of people participated, and there's some estimates around 8 million plus, which is a little shocking to me.
Well, who came up with that number? I didn't hear
I
one
mean, and
thing
that's
about
fair.
them.
Right.
I didn't hear one thing. And
I heard one thing about it
you,
because my husband is one of six. Three
oh
are
yeah.
Democrats and three are Republicans. And his brother, one of them, well, two of his brothers are Democrats. What did he write on the sign? Trump is a, and he spelled it out, see you next Tuesday, and carried that on a sign.
Tough guy. Did he feel good? Did he feel strong? Did
I was
he
like,
feel,
I don't know what that did.
did it make him feel masculine? Like, give me a break. So they understand, right, that we don't have a king. And if we did have a king, they would not be allowed to protest.
Right.
Therefore, their protest is irrelevant because there's nothing to protest. So they're
Right.
just making up protests. So this is like first world problems right here.
Hmm.
So everything in this country is it's not perfect, but it's great in the sense of
Yeah.
freedoms and development and all of this stuff. So they
Hmm.
have to make up things to
Hmm.
protest. But instead of doing that, they just need to find stuff to make their lives more fulfilled.
Excuse
So
me.
bless you.
Thank you.
And so it's like again, what do you have going on in your life that you're so miserable that you have to make up something to fight for that doesn't need to be fought for because we already had the American Revolution, we don't have a king.
Right.
So I don't know.
Right.
People are just stupid.
When I heard it, they were having another one. I'm like, oh, yes. I mean, if
And
people do
who's to
it
say there was 8 million people?
right,
Who came up with that? You know what, Stephanie, I can say right now, we have about 8 million people watching our podcast.
you know what we do?
Yeah, we do. So whatever.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
going to prove me wrong?
Very
Oh,
good point.
the
Be-
numbers don't show it. What numbers? You don't know everywhere that we are. You don't know what people are doing. You don't argue with me about numbers. Give me
Well, and that's to the point too. When you fact check things, you look at different things, but we're not being told everything. We're
Mhm.
only getting a snippet,
Yeah.
whether some of it's true or not true.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I don't know if it, well, guess what? A lot of fat people got exercise yesterday for the first time in probably, 10 years.
I think I saw a meme and it said something like it was either Trump or the Republicans did more for fat women exercising than what's that cute little guy Richard Simmons ever did.
That's awesome. They burned a calorie. Oh,
Oh
oh,
my gosh.
yeah. No,
And
I don't take any of those people seriously because if you don't understand that we don't have a king, then I can't deal with you.
right,
You need serious help.
right.
And and there are a lot of good psychiatrists who can give it to you.
Speaking of some interesting stories, and this kind of happened to me in a sense. I'll ease it in with my little story last night. We went to the movies. What was it? Hail Mary Project, which was really good.
Oh, you saw that. Okay,
Got
good.
Ryan
Yeah.
Gosling, really good. I would recommend it.
Okay.
Um, and we had a group of six of us, and we all really liked it.
Mm.
So, um, but I, ran to the bathroom really fast because the movie was 2.5 hours, and I
Oh,
like to drink.
oh,
Yeah, so I ran in really quick, and as I was coming in, there was a man coming out. So I like stopped, looked like, am I running into the wrong one? And then he was like, oh, and I couldn't even tell what he said, but it was something like, oh, like he was sorry, like embarrassed. And he wasn't someone trying to dress as a
oh.
woman. It was like literally a man. I don't know if he
Yeah, maybe he
ran
went
in
into
and
the wrong room.
yeah, I think that's what happened. But it was just so funny because I thought, here we talk all the time. And I was like, oh, and he was like, oh. So it was just kind of funny. But Idaho has passed as of March this month, um, one of the strictest bathroom laws in the US.
Oh,
And it actually requires people to use bathrooms and changing rooms based on the sex assigned at birth.
yeah.
And it applies to government buildings and schools, which is already covered by some earlier laws there, and private businesses open to the public. So
Good. Well,
kind
yeah,
of
it's only
interesting.
common sense that you would use the bathroom for the gender of which you are, and it's not the one that you have made up in your fairy tale land in your head. It's the one that you're actually born with. So, yeah, it's crazy we even need to have these laws. See how far this has gone, and people are like, oh,
Hmm.
what's the big deal? It's not going to do anything. No, now we have to have these ridiculous laws. It's like it's like the user manuals. Like this lady bought an RV and didn't realize that she couldn't just get up to make a sandwich while she was driving because
Is this
nothing
real?
because yeah because nothing in the owner's manual said that she shouldn't get up while the RV is in motion to get up to make a sandwich. So now they have to put all these stupid disclaimers out there because people are retarded. Like,
Just like the McDonald's and the hot coffee. You
yeah,
know, if you pour hot coffee on yourself, it's going to burn. Don't do it.
hot coffee is hot coffee.
Right. And they said, well, we didn't know. It didn't say.
You didn't
Yeah.
know that you ordered hot coffee?
If they spilled it on themselves, that it
Yeah,
would burn them.
yeah, they didn't know that hot coffee would burn.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
And they
can't.
won.
They
So
did win.
who's worse? Who's worse, them for not knowing it or saying that, they should they're owed money or them for settling on that? I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, it's crazy. It is
Yeah.
crazy the level of decline in the intelligentsia of this country. And not just this country, around the world. And
Hmm.
yeah, people are just, yeah,
So,
sad.
but that is all the topics I have for today. If there's anything else like you want to mention or bring up or that I almost said our viewers need to know. Our readers, our viewers,
Well,
our
closed
peeps.
caption, you never know. They could be reading it.
Exactly, exactly.
No, I think we're good. Just yeah, I think it's kind of a chill day.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep,
Sometimes it's good
definitely
just to
feeling
have
that
more
way.
low key stuff.
Yep. All right. Well, then I will do the little sign out of don't be a loser.
For the love of God.
I'm Stephanie,
I'm Helen.
and until the next time,
Bye.
bye.